Hello everyone, this is Rabbitearsblog and welcome to another movie news roundup series. So there's been a lot of movie news being released lately, and before I get into what movie news has been released this week, here are a few words from the channel. Hey guys, if you want to check out more content from this channel, then tune in every Sunday and Monday for new videos. And if you happen to see any videos posted up during the week, that means that there was a bit of movie and TV news that I wanted to talk about, so those will be considered special videos. And if you want to chat with me on social media or see when new videos are being released, then follow me through Twitter and Facebook. And also, please feel free to join the new Facebook group, Rabbitearsblog Reviews 2.0, where we talk about movies, TV shows, and video games with other fans of the genres. And now, we return to our regularly scheduled program. So the first bit of news is that not only will Wonder Woman 1984 be released in theaters on December 25th, but it will also be released on HBO Max on the same day. The next bit of news is that Robert Englund, the original Freddy Krueger, will be showing up in Stranger Things Season 4 and will be cast as a character named Victor Creel, who is often described as being a disturbing man who is imprisoned in a hospital for a gruesome murder that he committed in the 1950s. The next bit of news is that a new Pink Panther movie is being in development at MGM, and it will be directed by Jeff Fowler, who also directed the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. And speaking of Sonic the Hedgehog, the Sonic the Hedgehog movie sequel will begin production in March 2021 through May 2021 and is under the working title Emerald Hill. So let's go into thoughts for the day, where I talk about my thoughts on each news piece for this week. So let's talk about the Wonder Woman 1984 film being released on December 25th in both theaters and on HBO Max. I think it's a good move for Warner Brothers to release Wonder Woman 1984 through HBO Max, because as we have seen lately, a lot of movies that are being released through theaters are not doing that well in theaters because of the coronavirus and because a lot of theaters are closing down. So of course, the movies that are airing in theaters at this moment are not doing that well. And because Tenet didn't do that well, because again, it was one of those movies that aired in theaters when the coronavirus was going on, I guess Warner Bros. Decided, it'd be better if we put Wonder Woman 1984 through streaming services, as well as try to put it in theaters, so that way if we did lose some money from Wonder Woman 1984, because most people can't go to theaters at that moment, then at least they can watch the movie on HBO Max on the same day. And I think this is a really good plan, actually. Because of the coronavirus, a lot of people can't go to theaters right now, so a lot of people are watching movies on streaming services to make up for it. And the fact that you're going to air Wonder Woman 1984 on HBO Max on the same day it's going to air in theaters is a really good move on Warner Bros.' part. As for the people who want to watch Wonder Woman 1984, but they can't go to theaters, they have the option to watch Wonder Woman on streaming services through HBO Max. So I think this is a good move from Warner Brothers, and hopefully this movie would do well, whether it's through theaters or it's through the streaming service HBO Max. The next thing I want to talk about is Robert Englund joining the cast of Stranger Things in Season 4. I was actually surprised by this news. It's been a while since we've seen Robert Englund in anything. I know he's well known for his role as Freddy Krueger, the original Freddy Krueger, so it's surprising to see him pop up in Stranger Things. And even more surprising if you remember that the Nightmare on Elm Street series was created in the 1980s. So maybe them adding in the original actor for Freddy Krueger for Season 4 of Stranger Things was a good callback to the Nightmare on Elm Street series that was made in the 1980s. Since the Stranger Things series technically takes place in the 1980s. So I think it's a good callback to the 1980s in this way, and a good callback to the Nightmare on Elm Street series, which started in the 1980s. Now, as for the character that Robert Englund would play, he's going to be playing a man called Victor Creel, who's known as a psychotic man who was in the hospital for murdering somebody. So I think it's real interesting that they put Robert Englund in a similar role he has with Freddy Krueger, where he murders innocent people. So I am interested to see where this character is going, and maybe it would add more tension to Season 4 of Stranger Things, even though Stranger Things itself was already an intense show from the very beginning. But I think having Robert Englund play this character in the series is going to make things even more tense, especially since he's confirmed to be a murderer. So I do wonder if he's going to meet up with the kids, and he's going to try to murder the kids, or maybe he meets up with some supernatural entity that happens in the show, and they take his murdery spree to its highest order. So I am curious about Victor Creel's character in this season, and I hope we get to see more of his character in this season of Stranger Things. And then another bit of news that surprised me is that MGM is making the Pink Panther movie, and will have Jeff Fowler directing the film. It's been a while since we've seen Pink Panther in theaters. I think the last time we saw Pink Panther in theaters was when Steve Martin did his movie in 2006. And I think that was the last time we saw the Pink Panther. So it's great to see the Pink Panther back on the big screen again. and I am interested in seeing what Jeff Fowler is going to do with the franchise. I really love his work with Sonic the Hedgehog, so I hope that he brings that same energy and magic that he brought to Sonic the Hedgehog to the Pink Panther movie. And I am curious to see how this Pink Panther movie is going to turn out. Like they said, it's going to be a live-action CGI hybrid, so maybe we'll actually have the Pink Panther himself pop up in this movie, because in the last few movies of the Pink Panther, it's usually focusing on the Inspector himself rather than the Pink Panther himself. So maybe this movie is going to be a little different from the previous Pink Panther films, where it doesn't really focus on the Inspector, but it focuses on the Pink Panther himself. So I am curious to see where this Pink Panther movie is going to go. And then the last bit of news is that the Sonic the Hedgehog movie sequel is going to start production in March 2021 and is under the working title Emerald Hill. I'm so glad that we actually got some more news about the Sonic the Hedgehog movie sequel. It seems like we weren't going to get any kind of news about the Sonic movie sequel for a while, but now we got some new news about the production date and when it's going to start production, and then the working title Emerald Hill gives us big hints about what the movie might be about. Now, honestly, maybe the production title Emerald Hill might not mean a lot to this film, but if it does, hopefully the film is going to take place mostly in Sonic the Hedgehog 2, with Sonic meets Tails for the first time in that game, and maybe we have more scenes with Sonic being back in his home world and him meeting up with Tails, and maybe Emerald Hill Zone, the first level from Sonic the Hedgehog 2, might make an appearance in this movie. At least that's what I hope is going to happen. But again, that's all the details we really have. We don't really have details on the plot itself. We don't know what characters are going to show up in the sequel, even though we already know that Tails is going to be in the sequel. But it's great that we got more information about the Sonic the Hedgehog movie sequel, and I can't wait to see where the sequel is going to in the next few months. So that's the movie news roundup for this week, and tell me in the comments down below, what do you think about all this movie news? Are you excited about the new details of the Sonic the Hedgehog movie sequel? Are you excited for the new Pink Panther movie? What do you hope to see from Victor Creel's character in Stranger Things Season 4? And what do you think about Wonder Woman 1984 coming to both theaters and HBO Max on December 25th? Please let me know in the comments down below. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Rabbitearsblog, and I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, like this video? Then please feel free to hit that like button. And also, hit that subscribe button for more content about video games, movies, and TV shows from this channel. And now, let's roll the credits, please.